This is a traditional fairy tale of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Three bears live in a wood. There's a great big father bear, there's a middle-sized mother bear, and there was a tiny wee baby bear. Mrs. Bear fills 3 bowls with porridge, but it's too hot to eat. We'll go for a walk while it cools, said Father Bear, and they go out of the cottage. Along comes a naughty girl called Goldilocks. She peeps through the cottage window. She sees there's no one home. She opens the door and looks in. She sees the bowls of porridge. She tries them all. This one's too hot, she says. Ew, and this one's too cold. And this one she eats all up. Goldilocks starts to feel sleepy. She sits on Father Bear's chair. Oh, too hard, she says. And that's too soft, she says, trying Mother Bear's chair. And then she sits on Baby Bear's chair. That's just right, she says, and goes to sleep. There's a crack. The chair breaks and she falls on the floor. Goldilocks goes into the bedroom. She lies on Father Bear's bed. That's too high, she says. And then she tries Mother Bear's bed. And that's too low, she says. And then she lays on Baby Bear's bed. That's just right, she says. Soon she's fast asleep and she doesn't hear. The 3 bears come home. The bears want their breakfast. Father Bear says, who's been eating my porridge? And Mother Bear says, and who's been eating my porridge? And Baby Bear looks at his bowl. Well, who's been eating my porridge? And they've eaten it all up. And he starts to cry big tears. Someone's been in here, says Father Bear. He looks around the room and then he looks at his chair. Who's been sitting in my chair, he says. And Mother Bear looks in her chair. Who's been sitting in my chair, she said. Well, said Baby Bear, who's been sitting in my chair and broken it, said Baby Bear. The 3 bears go into the bedroom. Who's been sleeping in my bed, said Father Bear. And who's been sleeping in my bed, said Mother Bear. Baby Bear looks at his bed. Well, who's been sleeping in my bed, he says, and she's still in it. Goldilocks woke up, was very, very scared. Goldilocks jumps out of bed. She jumps out of the window and runs home to her mother, and the 3 bears never see her again. And that's the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears.